Hello and welcome back to Fallout 4, and the Brotherhood of Steel is here in full force. We are in the Cambridge police station. Dance went up here, Paladin Dance, and we're gonna follow him, I assume, to the Prydwen, the big ship in the sky, via Vertibird. Alright. Can get a nice overview of the city here. Alright, let's do it. I was kind of hoping to do like side quests, side missions here today, but
minigun in front of you is loaded and ready to fire. If you spot anything hostile during the flight, I suggest you put it to good use.
oh, I can use it?
Make sure
Sweet.
you properly identify your targets before you start shooting. We don't want to have any mishaps and fire on the locals.
No mishaps, got it. So, yeah, we'll visit the Prydwen, possibly meet Elder Maxim.
Doesn't it? It never ceases to amaze me how drastically your perception of the battlefield changes from the air. We're gonna need that edge when we take on the Institute. They've already proven that they're technologically superior, which means there's no telling what types of weapons they'll have in their arsenal. Hopefully, our air superiority and tactical know-how will make the difference. Now all we have to do is find them. And I'm betting that Elder Maxim will have a plan already in place by the time we arrive.
Meyer lurks. So they're here for the Institute.
I wish everyone down there believed in our cause, but they've been blinded by rumors and misinformation. They don't realize that the Brotherhood of Steel is the Commonwealth's last hope for survival. Every man, woman, and child below is in mortal danger. If we fail, it's only a matter of time before the enemy overwhelms the population. Cleansing the Commonwealth is our duty, and I will gladly spill my own blood if it ensures our victory.
I have nothing to shoot.
We're on final approach to the airport. The Prydwen should be coming into view just ahead.
There's an old ship in this, stuck in a building there.
Answer all of his questions.
Oh, I gotta check that out later. A wooden boat. Boston Airport. There's the Prydwen. What if I shoot the Prydwen?
Whoa, watch it.
Oh. Okay.
There she is. It's been far too long since I've been aboard. All right, soldier. This is the moment when everything changes. I hope you're ready.
I'm ready. I wonder how Piper feels about all this. For some reason, she seemed to know who Elder Maxim was. So they're aware of the Brotherhood here?
Hey, Blue.
Oh, sorry about that. I nicked Paladin Dance. There. I'm a little too trigger happy. The Prydwen.
Permission to come aboard, sir?
Permission granted, and welcome back, Paladin. Allow me to be the first to congratulate you on a successful mission. And is this our new recruit?
Yes, sir. I feel promoted him to initiate, and I'd like to sponsor his entry into our rankings personally.
Yes, we've read your reports. You'll be pleased to know that Elder Maxim's approved your request and placed the recruit in your charge.
Thank you, sir. And my current orders?
You are to remain on the Prydwen and await further instructions.
Very good, sir. Ad Victoriam, Captain.
Ad Victoriam, Paladin.
Ad Victoriam. Hey, Deck Scribe.
I can't talk to you right now. Maxim is preparing to address the crew.
So, you're the one Paladin Dance has taken under his wing. You don't look much like a soldier to me.
What does that mean?
And what's a soldier supposed to look like?
A soldier is supposed to be an efficient killing machine. Not a relic from the past, playing catch-up with the rest of the world. If Dance hadn't stepped in and vouched for you, we wouldn't even be having this conversation.
Keep your opinion to yourself, buddy.
Has proven disastrous in the past. I've read Paladin Dance's reports. He seems to think you'll make a fine addition to the Brotherhood. You might expect an endorsement like that to grant you a great deal of latitude with us. But let me make one thing clear. The Brotherhood of Steel has traveled to the Commonwealth with a specific goal in mind. Captain of this vessel, I won't allow anyone to jeopardize our mission, no matter how valuable they think they are. Understood?
What exactly is your mission here?
I'm not at liberty to say.
Well,
Elder Maxon will be addressing the crew shortly.
then how do I know if I'm compromising it or not?
Now, was there anything else? Or was everything I said understood?
Not even a hint?
Not even a hint? Come on. I deserve it.
Look, all I can tell you is that we're here directly in response to the data that Dance's recon team provided us. Beyond that, you'll just have to wait until Elder Maxon addresses the crew. Now dispense with the questions. It's time to get to work. Understood? That's all for now, soldier. Your orders are to proceed to the command deck for the address. After which, Elder Maxon wishes to have a word with you. If you have any questions, ask me now. Otherwise, you're dismissed.
Where can I get power armor?
Only knights are allowed to wear Brotherhood power armor. And you're no knight.
Aww.
Until Elder Maxon grants you that title, you'll have to make do with what you've got. Anything else?
What are my orders?
Your orders are to proceed to Elder Maxon's address, after which he wishes to speak with you. Anything else?
Can you tell me anything about Elder Maxon?
Elder Maxon is the Supreme Commander of the Brotherhood. Without his tenacity and his vision, we'd still be a small group of complacent stragglers, occupying the Citadel in the capital wasteland. In a mere decade, he's grown the Brotherhood of Steel into a major military force. He's an inspiration to us all. Is there anything else?
I don't have any questions.
Then I suggest you head...
I don't know why I'm facing the wrong way.
Dismissed, Initiate.
Conversations are a bit weird. Is it because I'm in third person, maybe? I'm not sure. Yeah, conversations bug out sometimes. Alright, what do we got over here that I can steal? Frag mine. Hiya.
Elder Maxon is holding his address inside the command deck.
Where do I get a minigun like that? Is that a laser minigun? I think it might be. There he is. Alright, let's go in.
Brothers and sisters, the road behind has been long and fraught with difficulty. Each and every one of you has surpassed my expectations by rapidly facilitating our arrival in the Commonwealth. You have accomplished this amazing feat without a hint of purpose or direction. And most impressively, without question. Now that the ship is in position, it is time to reveal our purpose. And beneath the Commonwealth, there is a cancer, known as the Institute. A malignant growth that needs to be cut before
Sounds like he
the surface. They are experimenting with dangerous technologies.
respects loyalty above all else. I don't like that.
Second time in recent history, the Institute scientists have created a weapon that transcends the destructive nature of the atom bomb. They call their creation the Synth. A robotic abomination of technology that is free-thinking and masquerades as a human being. This notion that a machine could be granted free will is not only offensive, but horribly dangerous. And like the atom, if it isn't harnessed properly, it has the potential of rendering us extinct as a species. I am not prepared to allow the Institute to continue this line of experimentation. Therefore, the Institute and their synths are considered enemies of the Brotherhood of Steel. and should be dealt with swiftly and mercilessly. This campaign will be costly, and many lives
Don't really like the language he's using here.
in the end, we will be saving humankind from its worst enemy. Itself. Ad Victoriam.
Ad Victoriam. Ad Victoriam.
Also, his haircut screams fascist.
Radiation has a twisted sense of humor.
Hi, what? Great speech. Oh, if I'm gonna talk to him, let's put on our dress. There we go. Looking good. For that extra charisma.
I care about them, you know. The people of the Commonwealth.
Uh-huh.
Care about them? I thought we were preparing for war.
The Brotherhood is here to prevent a war by starting one of our own. The difference is, our war won't reduce civilization to ashes.
What do you want from me?
I want you to start taking responsibility for this planet. To start making a difference. And from what I've read in Paladin Dance's reports, you've already begun that journey. Seeing as he's one of my most respected field officers, you couldn't get a better recommendation. Therefore, from this moment forward, I'm granting you the rank of Knight.
Yay, do I get power armor?
Befitting your title, we're granting you a suit of power armor to protect you on the field of battle.
Alright.
Wear it with pride.
Brand new power armor.
Only a knight? Why not a paladin like Dance?
The Brotherhood maintains a strict hierarchy, organized by rank. Paladin is several ranks above Knight, and it took Dance many years to achieve that goal. With your continued loyalty to the Brotherhood, I'm certain you can attain the same.
Loyalty.
Once you're finished becoming familiar with the Prydwen and my staff, report to the flight deck for your new orders. Welcome aboard the Prydwen, soldier. Make us proud.
Okay.
Communications array calibration test successful.
Piper.
Plans nominal.
Vertibird docking systems and fusion.
Well,
coolant
if
feed systems
anyone
reporting
could
green.
figure out a good use for it.
Let's go, Piper. I'll take his rum, vodka, steak. Buff out. Elder Maxon's been juicing.
We're getting a 3% Z tilt. Adjusting thrust recommended.
Hey there.
Congratulations on the promotion, Knight. Radio signals keep pinging the array.
Thank you. Okay, let's keep looking around. Foredeck. I think I hear gunfire down there. Yeah, there's something going on. Kind of hard to tell. This airship is noisy. What's going on down here? Captain Kells.
I believe you're needed elsewhere right now. We can talk later.
Alright, can I steer the ship? I want to fly it.
Station keeping maintained. Thrusters stable.
Oh, we can go up here.
Net alpha at 93%. Compensate.
Main deck. There we go.
Status report.
Green across the board, sir. Nothing new.
Good. Carry on, Knight.
Carry on. I'm gonna get my own power armor.
If it was up to me, I'd take every feral, mutie, and synth and shoot them into space.
Hey, I did that in Fallout New Vegas.
Can't pick this.
Shot a group of
Battles we win.
ghouls into space.
Another fight ahead of us.
Whose quarters is this? Someone who loves baseball. Elder Maxon's terminal. Yeah. Oh, it's green. Okay, no one will mind if we get on it. Let's see, kills, Paladin Hudson, priority communication from Kells to Elder Maxon. We picked up some disturbing news regarding a rise in super mutant activity near the Commonwealth, and Paladin Hudson has bravely volunteered to single-handedly investigate. The mission will take the Paladin deep into hostile territory, so he'll need all the support we can provide. I'm having Tegan give Paladin Hudson an ample supply of ammunition, and making sure Ingram certifies that his power armor is in peak condition. I'm also allowing Paladin Hudson full use of one of our vertibird gunships, so I'll have one prepped immediately. Once everything is ready, I'll meet you and Paladin Hudson on the flight deck, so we can give him a proper send-off. I can't stress to you enough how dangerous this mission will be, so it's imperative that we provide the Paladin with all the support we can muster. Was that the Paladin that we found in the bunker? One of the squads that was sent out? I'm not good with names. Recon Squad Artemis from Captain Kells to Elder Maxon. As requested, I'm providing you with all of the current information we have on Recon Squad Artemis. According to our records, we sent them into the Commonwealth approximately 3 years ago to perform standard survey, beginning with the Malden area. Oh, okay, yeah, that's one of the recon teams that I found. We received a few reports from the team and then abruptly lost contact. Nothing in their communications indicated anything unusual, so we assume they've either lost the ability to radio us or have been killed. The squad consisted of 7 soldiers under the command of Paladin Brandis. I think that's the one I found in the bunker, the one living Paladin. So they certainly had plenty of firepower and the experience required to survive a deep recon mission. I have several recon teams searching for Artemis's whereabouts, but so far they've been unsuccessful. Ingram Prydwen concerns from Proctor Ingram to Elder Maxim. As you know, in order to get the Prydwen rapidly to the Commonwealth, I had my engineering team pull her older power plant and replace it with an updated fusion plant we pulled from that aircraft carrier wreckage. I was able to squeeze almost 100% efficiency from the new reactor, but the system is burning through our coolant supply faster than expected. As we've been docked over the airport, I've been able to deactivate the main engines to cool down the reactor, but we're still eating up coolant when we're in hover mode. We're eventually going to hit a point where we'll run out of coolant. If that happens, we'll need to put the Prydwen on the ground. I desperately need your help if you want to prevent that from happening. I'll be certain to provide you with the details at our next briefing. Cade, Proctor Ingram from Night Captain Cade to Kells and Maxon. As requested, I've sent over my evaluation of Proctor Ingram's capabilities in the field. In my professional opinion, Ingram is fully capable of handling field operations and will benefit any team fortunate enough to have her with them. Before the Prydwen left the capital wasteland, I spent 6 months helping her design the power armor frame she's using to enhance her mobility. She's trained in the armor rigorously and is fully qualified, actually more than qualified, to be placed with our ground troops. I've been treating wounded soldiers for almost 2 decades, and I've yet to see anyone that can match Ingram's level of commitment and determination. Confining her to the ship would be a waste of resources and a damn shame. I don't think I've met her yet. Tegan, armor jacket. From Proctor Tegan to Elder Maxon. You'll be pleased to know that work on the armored reinforcement plating for your jacket is complete, and I'll be happy to send up a scribe to retrieve it when you're ready. The plating is fairly strong, but I think you'll appreciate how lightweight the entire jacket will feel once the modification is made. I've stress tested the plating, and it should help you resist different types of energy weapon fire, as well as most ballistic threats. After you try it on, let me know if it's comfortable to wear long term or if I need to make any adjustments to the design. I wonder if I can find that jacket. You might be wearing it. Trading card Preston. Ooh. A collectible. While I can't find the jacket, he might be wearing it. Captain Kell's terminal. From Elder Maxon to Captain Kells, Lancer Captain Kells. Captain, I need you to prepare the Prydwen for departure. Archivist Knox has completed the analysis of the energy readings we received from Paladin Dance's recon team, and has concluded that they're being produced by the Institute. Knox is certain that the energy readings could only be produced by artificial means, and only with an extremely advanced level of technology. Judging from the frequency of the readings, we both agree that some type of device or weapon is being deployed by the Institute, which means we need to head to the Commonwealth as soon as possible. I'm not certain what type of ploy the Institute is attempting to unleash upon the world, but I'll be damned if I'm going to stand by idly and let it happen. From Proctor Ingram to Captain Kells, all stations are reporting green and all personnel aboard the Prydwen. I've gone over her from the bow to the stern, and she's ready to depart. With all due respect, it will be helpful if you could let me know exactly where we're headed. It's difficult preparing this vessel properly, not knowing what type of environment we're flying her through. I am well aware we're pointed north, but just how far are we going, and what can we expect when we get there, Captain? From Knight Captain Cade to Lancer Captain Kells and Elder Maxon. As requested, I've sent over my evaluation of Proctor Ingram's capabilities. Ah, yeah, okay. We read that one at the other terminal. From Proctor Tegan to Captain Kells. Now that we've arrived in the Commonwealth, I'd like to establish trade relations with the locals. I'm going to need a standard sweep and retrieve team and one of our vertibirds in order to make that happen. There are several caravans that roam the Commonwealth, and we'll use the vertibirds to track them. If any of the caravans get jumped, we can swoop in and lend a hand to let them know that we're the friendly eye in the sky. Since you can't normally buy that kind of protection from mercenaries, we'll be certain to get the best prices and values for trades. I've used the same tactic in the capital wasteland, and it worked wonders. Out here, with the threat of the Institute looming over their heads, we'll have these merchants eating out of our hands.
If you're looking for ammunition or weapon mods, Proctor Tegan might have what you need.
Proctor Tegan. I'll go find Proctor Tegan. Let's see. Let's go up here.
Proctor Ingram said she needed this suit tested yesterday.
Yeah, I get it. Just, what if I miss?
Don't.
Okay, sure. Firing. Everything holding together?
Trust me, you'd know.
Good. Firing.
All right. Everything looks nominal. And you didn't scuttle the ship.
Shouldn't you be doing this in a controlled environment? It does seem dangerous to do that right here. You got Brotherhood behind you sleeping in their beds. Could have turned them into ash.
That's it. Yes.
3 fusion cores. Outgoing mail. Karen, I really miss you, baby. I hope you're safe out there. Remember to keep the doors locked at night and the shotgun I gave you loaded at all times. Don't trust anyone unless you know them. And even then, keep an eye on everything they do. I don't know how long this tour will last, but I promise to come back safe. Love you. No name on this. Opened with moving your king's pawn to 2 spaces, eh? Smart move. Try to control the center of your board and free up the queen and one of your bishops. I bet you think I'm going to mirror your move, but guess what? I'm going to move my queen's pawn to 2 spaces so I can teach you a little something called French defense. Don't worry, you'll get the hang of this game. Hey Mom, they're letting me send out a message before we initiate radio silence. I'm working with a pretty decent officer, a guy named Kells. He treats us well as long as we do what we're told. Working with the Brotherhood has been an amazing experience. It's nice to finally be making a difference in this messed up world. Gotta go now, Mom. Say hi to Daniel for me. Chalk up 2 more dead ferals. That makes a total of 17 since I've been out here. You wouldn't believe how easy they go down when you hit them with a laser rifle. It slices right through the ugly things like butter. When I get back from this tour, I'm going to take you feral hunting. Trust me, you'll love it. For now, you'll just have to stick to hunting the local mole rats with your zip gun. I hope this message gets to the right person. My name is Knight Boda, and I serve with your son. Initiate Arlen. Served. I'm sorry to inform you that Arlen was shot and killed during one of our field training operations. I wanted you to know he died a brave death, saving the life of 3 other initiates in the process. There's nothing I can say that will soften the blow of losing a child, but I wanted you to know that it was an honor to fight at Arlen's side. You should be proud of the sacrifice he made for the sake of his country. I've sent his personal belongings back to the Citadel. You have my deepest condolences for your loss.
Maxon might appear compassionate, but I can assure you, the Institute will face his wrath.
No, he doesn't appear compassionate. Open your personal storage container. Oh, that's my storage? Oh, okay. Is that my bed? Someone sleeping in my bed?
I'm proud to be serving under Elder Maxon. I had enough of Lyons and his foolish ways.
That's my bed. You can't sleep there. Elder Lyons. I believe he was the Elder... Brotherhood Elder in Fallout 3.
So how did it
Well,
look
now,
up there?
wondered when I'd see you again. Well, come back when you've got the time.
Oh, Brandis.
Excuse me.
Well, now, wondered when I'd see you again.
Paladin Brandis? You've really changed.
I clean up well enough. Gonna be a while before I get back to my old routine, though. Listen, I didn't have a chance to thank you properly before.
Yeah, he's the one I found in the bunker.
I've been away for too long. Maybe I'm not cut out for the Brotherhood anymore. But I'll give it time.
Time to retire, maybe.
And to my team. Thank you for giving me another chance.
Cool. Glad to see you're doing well.
Liberating the Commonwealth is a huge responsibility, but we'll get the job done.
When I get off duty, that's...
Yeah, most of the Brotherhood, at least the individual members, are pretty okay. I'm sure they all have good intentions. But the organization itself is pretty fashy. I don't like them all that much.
Mess is self-service, brother. You take what you need.
I will take what I need. Such as that fan.
Shape than I expected.
The fan is in better shape than you expected?
Hey there.
If you fry up a hunk of cram with a little Nuka-Cola, it almost tastes like food.
Huh. I'll try that someday.
Hey.
Have you ever fired a minigun? Chews through ferals like paper.
I have. I had fun with it, too. Can't wait to use it again after I get my ammo.
Hungry. Rations are first come, first serve.
Hello, Dance.
Paladin Dance.
There you are. How did it go with Elder Maxon?
Maxon seems so young compared to everyone else. You're okay with that?
Don't let his age fool you. Maxon's a brilliant tactician, a formidable warrior, and possesses an idealistic vision for the future of the Brotherhood. I'd follow him anywhere, without question.
Why are you so confident in his abilities?
A decade ago, the Brotherhood had almost gone completely astray. The Elder before Maxon sent us down a path that was leading nowhere. He was more concerned about charity than the preservation of technology. But when Maxon took over, he single-handedly reprioritized the Brotherhood from the ground up and put us back on the path to glory. This ship and its crew are a testament to his leadership.
He's a very dedicated man. It sounds like he stands behind everything he's saying.
Of course he does. How could he afford not to?
Hey, push me out of the way.
I appreciate how much of a chance I'm taking bringing you into the fold this quickly. Not to put too fine a point on it, but if you screw up, we go down together.
I won't let you down, Dance. I promise.
Good. Now, I know you're eager to hop into a suit of power armor and take the fight to the Institute. But first things first. In order to be an effective part of the team, you need to learn your way around this ship and get to know its crew. Since I've been officially assigned to you as your sponsor, I'd recommend taking me along with you.
Do you need to come with me now?
It might help if I tagged along with you. On the other hand, you might want to make your first impression without a paladin standing over your shoulder. It's up to you.
Okay, yeah, we got Piper's perk. So, time for a new companion, maybe.
Sounds good. Let's go.
Outstanding.
Piper is going to Sanctuary.
Proctor Tegan's looking for folks to procure
Bye,
supplies
Piper.
from local farms. You should talk to him.
We'll see if we can get Paladin Dance's perk. Find out what he likes and dislikes.
Don't let Ingram catch you standing around. You'll be on report before you can...
There. Try it now.
Nothing. I was supposed to report 10 minutes ago. If you can't fix it...
I can fix it. You're the one who decided to kick your way through a mire
rifle
lurk.
and my power armor, and I'll take on
Got
the
it.
world.
There it is. Thanks, brother. I owe you.
Why are you bothering with that junk?
It's not junk. Dance. I can smelt it down and use it for my settlement. There's a lot of decals here. Can't take them though, they won't let me.
So, you're the new recruit I heard about.
That mine?
Not what I was expecting.
What were you expecting?
The last batch of recruits we took on were wastelanders. Dirty, beaten up, looking for a handout. They were desperate and looking for an easy out. You look like you're here for a reason. Anyway, since you came down here to meet me, we may as well get it over with. My name's Ingram, and this lovely little grease pit is where you'll usually find me. If your power armor's too tight in the crotch, the Prydwen's about to crash into the ground, or a robot's gone haywire, you come see me.
Is this where I get my power armor?
Ha! That's always the first question from the new guys. Let's see. I just fixed up a pretty decent T-60 suit. The left leg actuator's a bit sticky, but it'll keep the creeps off of you. It's sitting in Bay 3. There
Bay
isn't a day
3.
that goes by
Got
in
it.
this tub without 5 or 6 things breaking down. And since I'm stuck in this rig, I'm not quite as spry as I used to be. The work tends to pile up.
You feel like telling me how you ended up that way?
That's a little personal, don't you think?
Well, let's see if we can get it out of her. I think her legs don't work. Let's see.
Come on. If we're going to be working as a team, we should get to know each other better.
I guess I can't argue with that. I was fighting with the Brotherhood in the capital wasteland. Worked at a staging area for the power armor troops. Our position was along a ridge line overlooking the battlefield. I'd say it was a 100-foot drop, give or take.
You weren't aboard the Prydwen?
The Prydwen wasn't under Maxon's command at the time. It wasn't even in the capital wasteland. If she'd had been there, the battle wouldn't have been such a challenge. To make a long story short, the ridge I was standing on took a hit from a nuke.
Oh, man.
Sheared most of the cliff right off, and caused the platform I was standing on to tumble over the side. If I hadn't been test piloting one of the power armor suits at the time, I would have died.
Your power armor helped you survive the fall?
Yeah, it took the brunt of the impact. But I don't know if I'd call it surviving. The suit was trashed after it landed, and I lost both of my legs. Haven't walked since. Anyway, if you need any work done on your power armor, feel free to use the workshops around here. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to get back to work.
Got it. So that's not mine. BOS 2 T60. Bay 3.
Can you believe synths are replacing humans with exact duplicates?
I know, it's crazy.
Sick.
Bay 4, Bay 3. There it is. Beautiful.
We'll stop the Institute. For Maxon and for the Brotherhood.
They're all in on this Institute thing.
Just fixed a few power armor mods and gave them to Tegan. You might want to check them out.
Okay. Can I read your terminal? Apparently I can read this in power armor. That's weird. Work orders. Repair completed. Air conditioning unit had burned out its condensing coil from overuse. Need to remind the soldiers they can't constantly run the damn thing 24 hours a day. Copper condensing coils are tough to replace. So had to make do with the homemade version. Unit should last a while longer with moderate use. I think we can skip the repair orders. Let's see. I don't know what the heck the mess hall is serving, but the sewage lines were completely clogged. It was so disgusting. I had to borrow one of my buddy's power armor helmets to keep the smell from making me puke. I think I'd rather scrape rust off the exterior whole plating next time. Wow, this... she does good work here. Prydwen internal mail. Maxon. From Elder Maxon to Ingram. After having a long discussion with both Captain Kells and Captain Cade, I've decided to deny your request for field service. While I understand you've modified your power armor frame to accommodate your injury, and Cade has personally given it his seal of approval, I don't feel it's worth risking your life. You of all people should appreciate that machines can break down. In your particular case, if your frame fails while you're in the field, it can place you and anyone with you in extreme danger. Please don't take this personally, Ingram. I can't afford to lose you. My decision is final. I'm sorry. Cade. From Cade to Ingram, I'm guessing you've already read that Maxon is denying your field work request. I did everything I could to talk him out of it, but he just wasn't convinced. If there's anything you need, even if you just want to talk about it, my door's always open. I hate to bring this up now, but you really need to head down there and let me tweak your leg hydraulics. Last time you were here, you complained that the shock absorbers weren't doing their job dampening your impacts from walking. Well, I was able to tweak some numbers, and I'd like to look them over with you. After all, you're the expert when it comes to mechanical engineering. So there, now you have 2 excuses to visit me in the sick bay. I hope to see you soon. From Proctor Tegan to Ingram, I've got a little surprise for you. Remember how much you told me those sweets you love so much? You know, the ones that look a little like little colored discs? Well, Quinlan's last sweep and retrieve patrol just came in, and they found a whole roll of them. If that doesn't put a smile on your face, I don't know what will. Donuts? Now, how about heading over to my quarters this evening, and we can split it together? Don't worry. I'll be a complete gentleman. I just hate seeing you storm all over the repair bay with that damn scowl on your face, and I think this will cheer you up. From Elder Maxon to Ingram, now that Captain Kells has transferred all of your materials down to the surface, and the gantry construction has started, I think it's time we had a talk about the timeline of your new project. I'd like you to head up to the command deck as soon as possible, so we can discuss the details. We have far too many resources tied up in this operation to allow anything to slip through the cracks. We have a war to win, Proctor, and I strongly believe that this ambitious project of yours will be our rallying cry. Sounds like she's not too happy about being up here. She wants to do some more field work.
Do us proud.
But the Elder won't let her. Terminal master lock. Oh well.
Step forward, Knight. Even though they've locked me in this blasted cage, I promise that I won't bite.
There's some good stuff in there.
Why are you in there?
I'm glad you asked. Now, this is the stowage depot, and I, as you probably already guessed, am the ship's quartermaster, Proctor Tegan. The powers that be have me locked in here, so I can keep an eye on the Brotherhood's valuables. If you need to stock up on supplies before you head out on a mission, this is the place to buy them.
Wait, buy them? Since when does the military sell equipment to its own soldiers?
Since someone dropped a whole bunch of bombs and blew up every single factory that manufactured weapons and...
Who did it?
Keeping the Brotherhood supplied.
Who dropped the bombs?
And everyone contributes to the cause. The good news is by having a constant flow of caps, I'm able to buy whatever you bring me. Yeah,
Anything?
I'm mostly interested in weapons, but I'll take anything useful.
Okay.
Of course, if you're just looking to make a few caps on the side,
We found a new vendor.
I have some extra work for you to do.
Extra work on the side?
What sort of extra work are we talking about?
Oh, no. It's nothing like you're thinking. It just involves a little bit of heavy lifting and interacting with the local farms. And
Positively?
since I'm here manning this one-man zoo, I need someone to do the legwork for me. After you're done...
I'm not going to go intimidating farmers to join the
In
Brotherhood.
the meantime, if you ever need anything else, a gun, a mod, even ammo, you just let me know.
Excuse me, Proctor Tegan.
Remember, come find me when you're done meeting the rest of the crew. Plenty of work if you need it.
If Elder Maxon ordered me to follow him to the gates of hell, I'd be the first one to kick them open.
Wow, they seem to love Elder Maxon a lot.
I heard that Elder Maxon got that scar on his face from going one-on-one with a death claw.
That's not true. Don't believe it. Recreation terminal. Ingram, feel free to use this terminal to unwind. I've disconnected it from the Prydwen's mainframe, but keep it clean or I'm shutting it down permanently. If you got a problem with that, keep it to yourself. Tegan. Ingram told me about the rec section under the main deck, and I've contributed a few bottles of liquor and some cigarettes, but I don't have an endless supply. If you need refills, come see me and we do a trade. Womack. If anyone's up for it. I'm organizing a little nighttime feral hunt that's strictly off the books. I don't give a damn about the synths. These ghouls are disgusting, and we need to keep thinning them out before they infest the entire Commonwealth. I'm pretty sure we can start with the Cambridge Crater. See me if you're interested. Delacroix. McLaren got his suit wiped out trying to drop from the top of Trinity Tower, so the current record holder is still Petrus with his Prydwen to ground drop. Remember, no leg armor mods are allowed. Just a clean jump with standard T60, and you have to be able to walk away, no exceptions. Wow. Seeing how high they can drop from. Free fall. Flores. I don't remember who was asking, but someone was looking for Mirelic eggs. On my last patrol, we swept through Neponset Park, and I saw a few nests, but Kells had me carrying a ton of gear. If you want to head out there, I'm sure you can pick up some of the eggs yourself. They're not hiding this little recreation area very well. Are they allowed to do this? Hi, what's in here?
Lived until you've tipped a Brahmin with a vertibird. Now that's a challenge.
Tipped a Brahmin with a vertibird? Who else do I have to meet? I gotta meet Proctor Quinlan, Knight Captain Cade. There's someone... Oop. I fell. Oh, God. Looks like they're above me. Where are they?
Working on a death claw without backup is a great way to get yourself killed.
Ah, here we go. Yeah.
Worried about these recruits.
More rooms in here.
Too green. Not like the initiates back in my day.
Glad
Hello.
you finally stopped by, soldier. Are you ready for your medical exam?
What kind of medical exam? I feel fine.
There's nothing to be alarmed about. I just have a few simple questions about your medical history. It's my responsibility to make sure that you don't bring anything up here that could pose a threat to the crew. I'm going to ask you a series of medical-related questions, and I'd like you to answer me to the best of your ability. First question. As a child, were you ever exposed to radiation for an extended period of time?
Well, I got a little rock of uranium as a Christmas present. Kept it on my dresser next to my bed. But my parents said it was okay, safe.
Wouldn't Vault Tech's screening process have caught this already?
Vault Tech's screening process? Let me check my notes here. You were a vault dweller?
Sure was.
You're probably healthier than anyone else aboard. Anyway, sorry I missed that in your records. Just going down the list of questions. I'm sure you understand. Okay, second question. Have you ever had or come in contact with a person confirmed to be carrying a communicable disease?
I don't think so. Although I'm not sure about Piper's medical history. I may have caught something from her.
Never been seriously sick in my life.
Good, good. Third question. And please, answer honestly.
No, I don't have
Have you ever had
syphilis.
sexual relations with any species considered non-human?
Well, there was this one girl in college. I mean, I had to get drunk and it was a dare. Let's see.
That happens often enough for you to have a question about it?
You'd be surprised how many wastelanders answer yes to that question. Fortunately, the Brotherhood finds that type of behavior absolutely distasteful. Since you haven't spent too much time in the wasteland, I'll assume your answer is no. Last question. Would you have any problems
Put some
putting
lipstick
the
on a
trigger
ghoul and maybe I could,
whether they're human, formerly
maybe.
human, or machine?
That's more of a morals question, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. I feel that the mental state of the crew is just as important as the physical. Anyone that hesitates firing in combat due to misguided moral standards certainly isn't Brotherhood material. So what about you? Would you have a problem with it?
If my life's in danger, I'll do whatever it takes to defend myself.
That's an acceptable answer, and the most common. Excellent. I think I've got all the information I need. I see no reason to prevent you from beginning your duties immediately. If you ever need medical assistance, you let me know.
Got it.
That's an interesting find. And still intact.
I'm taking all this stuff. Is there a creature around here? I hear
Looking for medical assistance, soldier?
like a rad roach or something. Captain Cade's report.
Medical report, Knight Captain Cade reporting. I've been working closely with Scribe Narayan, examining some of the synth bodies that our recon teams have recovered. Even though we have yet to recover the synths that appear completely human, these lesser models are still astoundingly advanced. What's becoming apparent is that the Institute is the most technologically gifted enemy we've ever encountered, and therefore exceedingly dangerous. I've turned over all of my data to Lancer Captain Kells, along with my recommendations for developing effective countermeasures for these synths. Unfortunately, I'm not sure how much it will help, given the fact that the real enemy are the synths that could be hiding among us.
Okay, I'm just going through reports on Brotherhood members. Nothing that interesting. What is this? Scribe Ostrich. Patient suffering from discoloration, rash, pustules, and radioactive residue in groin area. Symptoms consistent with STD from ghoul species. Patient treated and reported. And report has been sent to Proctor Ingram as per regulations. Ew. Also, Paladin Dance has dull throbbing pain in the head. All standard tests are negative. Evidence suggests post-traumatic stress disorder or similar issues. Until severity of issue increases, recommend voluntary removal from active duty. Patient was informed but is currently in the field. Dance is having headaches. Cat.
Damn it, Scribe. I told you I didn't want the corners bent. The issues were to be in mint condition.
I'm sorry, Proctor, but this is the only limited edition manual we've recovered. Even before the bombs fell, this was the rarest issue. The one where Grognak dies and comes back to life?
Yes, Scribe. I've read the 2076 Underlane price guide from cover to cover, so I'm well aware of its past value. The fault for this travesty rests squarely on your shoulders, because you chose to ignore the important lesson I taught you. Which is?
Always bag and board. I'm sorry, sir. You're absolutely right. And I promise it will never... Sir? What's that red blinking light on your terminal?
What? Oh, damn it all! I left it in record mode. Just let me...
You sending out scribes to collect comic books? Alright, let's talk to him. I'm done reading terminals for today.
Ah, good. You're finally here.
Quinlan.
Just set the books down anywhere. I'll get to them as soon as I can.
Library books? I have library books.
What are you doing with all these books?
I suppose I could stop working for a moment to address your question.
Which books contain pertinent information?
Technical volumes, repair manuals, design philosophies, medical research. Anything that enhances the Brotherhood's knowledge. That's why I consider everything else a waste of paper.
Okay, not comic books.
Those books aren't a waste of paper.
If they don't expand the Brotherhood's technological knowledge, they're useless. Since it's obvious that you aren't who I was expecting, would you mind telling me why you're here?
Maxon wanted me to meet the crew, so you were next on my list.
Ah, yes. You must be the new recruit described in Paladin Dance's report. Under normal circumstances, I'd provide you with a proper orientation of my department.
Don't have time.
However, I'm woefully behind setting up research patrols and getting bombarded with requests for technical documentation. Unfortunately, I'm lacking the personnel needed to get the job done.
You got jobs for me? I'll do it.
What type of technical documentation are you looking for?
The Brotherhood is primarily interested in collecting information that might assist us with our current mission. Medical records, science journals, weapon schematics. If it contains any type of useful data, we need to get our hands on it.
What exactly is a research patrol?
Simply put, we send a small two-man team to scout a location and evaluate its technical and historical relevance. Saves us from sending an entire retrieval team to a worthless location.
If you want my help, just ask already.
I wasn't aware you were interested, Knight. As you patrol the Commonwealth, keep your eyes open for blueprints, memos, manuals, books, charts. Anything containing useful technical data. I'm authorized to pay you for each bundle of documents that you recover. And if you wish to be assigned to a research patrol, I have plenty of them waiting to be filled. In any event,
I'll do that.
Pleasure to meet you, Knight.
Collect technical documents for Proctor Quinlan.
Proctor Quinlan.
Ah, Knight. You have technical documents, perhaps? Or looking to assist on a research patrol?
I can do that.
Do you have any idea where I can find more of them?
Offices, laboratories, military bases. Almost any pre-war location is a potential treasure trove of technical information.
I might have some pre-war books.
Desks, filing cabinets, safes, and anywhere else you suspect documents would be...
Yeah, I have some overdue library books. I don't know if those count.
I found some technical documents for you.
These aren't technical documents.
Oh.
I don't have time for games, soldier. Come back when you've decided to take your duties more seriously.
Shut up. They look technical to me.
Quinlan?
Ah, Knight. You have technical documents, perhaps? Or...
I've got time to assist on a patrol.
Wonderful. I can't deny my excitement over the prospect of fresh data. Your assigned scribe will meet you at the airport. There, he'll give you the research patrol location. Return with both scribe and data intact, and your mission is complete.
Oh, okay. We gotta go with the scribe. He said two-man team. I kind of assumed Dance would be the other man.
There's a wealth of technology just waiting to be discovered.
Okay.
Something I can do for you, soldier?
Do you have a mission for me?
What's new, Doc?
Nothing that would interest you. Now, let's talk about you and your health.
Let's not.
Let me know if that...
Okay, I think we've met everyone. Anything else back here? Right, okay. Now I want to go to the quartermaster.
Lancer Captain Kells is one of the finest officers I've ever had.
Proctor Tegan.
Can I help you with anything?
Let's hear a bit more about that extra work you mentioned.
Let's get a job from him.
Of extra caps. The food stores don't replenish themselves, so I need legs on the ground to hit up farms in the area.
Hit up?
We'll be requisitioning a portion of their harvest, and I need that food crated and ready to go for when I send out a collection team. Your mission will be to ensure full cooperation of the civilian farmers, by any means necessary.
Right,
Any means necessary? You're giving me carte blanche on this.
You said it. Like they say, if you aren't with us, you're against us. Think you can handle that?
well, if it requires intimidating farmers,
I'm in.
Perfect. I'll mark the farm on your
I'll
map.
try it.
Remember, guaranteed cooperation.
We'll see if we can convince them to give up some of their supply without being too hostile. But I don't think I'll be doing that quest. I think these are Radiant quests, so I can do that as many times as I want. I don't think I'll do it again after this. Okay, so that's the Prydwen. Let's see. Yeah, now we meet with Elder Maxon for our assignment. And I think we'll do that next time. So we're going to take Dance around with us. I want to try to get on his good side. And, yeah, see if we can get his perk.
And the ears of
Hey,
the
Brotherhood kids.
See or hear anything suspicious, it is your duty to report it immediately. We live in enemy territory now. Your vigilance could mean the difference between life and death. Understood?
Yes, sir! Yes, sir!
Good. Ad Victoriam, Squires.
Ad Victoriam!
Dismissed.
Look at those little fascists. They're so excited.
You think the Commonwealth looks bad? You should see the capital wasteland.
Put away your gun, soldier. Yeah, the capital wasteland is pretty disgusting. It's got a disgusting green filter over it. I'm gonna put away my power armor in my settlement. I don't think I'll be using it. But, I can add it to my collection. Alright, that'll do it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.